Now, let's get into this article about two Californians charged with hate crime of a black man. Now, the black man is Justin Peoples. He is a Navy veteran and he has two children, two sons, two children, and he has a family. And so the two people that are being charged with this hate crime and the killing of him, uh, they are out of California. And this happened at a gas station in Tracy, California. Now, I want to say rest in peace to Justin Peoples. My condolences to his father, his aunt, his children. This is pretty, to me, a sad situation because here we are living in America in this multicultural country, and we still see hate crimes going on. We still see people that cannot deal with other races. We see people that have an issue with differences of opinion. I don't like you because of the color of your skin. And they, you know, go out of their way to commit these hate crimes. And I always say if you have a problem with other races, then you should live on a planet all by yourself because you cannot destroy every black person because you hate black people because you're white and you're a white supremacist and you think that you are superior over other black people. And so these people are being charged, they are in jail, and they need to stay there. As a matter of fact, whatever the outcome is, because I do believe in the presumption of innocence, but they say they have some evidence, and if this evidence proves that you really, you know, I'm gonna leave it right there with the dot dot dot, then your butt probably needs to get the death penalty. Both of you need the death penalty. Okay? So let me get into this. It says two Californians charged with hate crime and killing a black Navy veteran. One is suspected to be a white supremacist. Now, this is a Navy veteran that served his country. And this white supremacist, were you serving your country? And this the woman that was with him, were you serving your country at some point? Why this man, I don't know if he fought in any wars, but still, he is a veteran, and you took his life. And I'm not saying that his life means, but it means more because he was a veteran. But the point is, I'm making you still took a life. You took a life, and you took a veteran's life, and you deserve, both of you, to stay beyond prison walls. And when your trial come up, you all probably need to get the death penalty. Now, I don't believe in, I really don't believe in, like people dying. I don't. And it saddens me a lot of times to hear about deaths. But I'm going to tell you, if you take a life and you had no reason to take it, it wasn't self-defense, then your butt needs to be at the death penalty. Because I ain't getting tired of the nonsense. And like I said, if you should be on another planet since you can't get along with other folks and all that kind of stuff. So look, murder and hate crime charges have been filed in California against the two people accused of killing Justin Peoples, 30, a Navy veteran and father of two. People confirms. On Friday, San Joaquin County District Attorney Tori Verber Salazar revealed the allegations against co-defendants Christina Lynn Garner, 42, and Jeremy Wayne Jones, 49. Now, both Salazar said in a statement were arraigned on murder charges with a special circumstance alleging the victim, Justin Peoples, was intentionally killed. So they did it intentionally because of his race, color, religion, nationality, or country of origin. Now, Peoples was killed on March 15th. That was just last Sunday. Or was it wait, what was March 15th? Last week. I'm trying to remember my days, but it was last week. At a gas station in Tracy. Authorities say Peoples, a black man, died from multiple stab and gunshot wounds. Garner and Jones were arrested on Wednesday. The pair are white, and Salazar alleges evidence suggests Jones has ties to white supremacist groups. Salazar released imagery of some of his tattoos, including one that features a swastika and the words white pride. Now, let me look up the 15th so I will make sure. No, it wasn't Sunday. I stand corrected. It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday that this happened. Um, it was Tuesday. So, okay, at a gas station in Tracy, California. And it goes on in this story to say that um let me catch my breath here because I this is just too much, you know. And it says that authorities say Peoples, a black man, died from multiple stab and gunshot wounds. Wow. And Garner and Jones were arrested on Wednesday. The pair are white, and Salazar alleges evidence suggests Jones has ties to the white supremacist groups. Oh, yeah. And Jones is charged with, let's see, Salazar released imagery of some of his tattoos, including one that features a swastika and the words white pride. Jones is charged with one count of first-degree premeditated murder. So this was planned. Weapons enhancement for the use of a knife, as well as the special circumstance for the hate crime. Garner was charged with one count of murder, weapons enhancement for the use of a firearm during the commission of a felony with special circumstances for the hate crime, and one count of felony possession of a firearm. Now, on Friday, a third person, Christopher Domingo, was arraigned on accessory after the fact charges, according to the release. Domingo, who is 58 years old, allegedly attempted to help Garner and Jones escape. All three are being held without bond and will be arraigned on April 4th. Now, Salazar said there is no place for hate in our community. No one should be victimized because of their race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or religion. These types of crimes are reprehensible, and my administration will prosecute to the fullest extent of the law to hold those who perpetrate hate accountable. At a press conference last week, Justin's father, Maurice Peoples, said his son was just a remarkable young man. Of his monumental loss, he said, is going to always hurt. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It's going to be a long, hard trial and tribulation in my heart. Plea and attorney information for the three defendants was unavailable Monday. So, again, condolences to this family, especially this black father, and his children, the victim, deceased victim, children. Um, you know, this is really going to be tough for this family to deal with this because you have two people, Californians, uh, you know, still can't handle the fact that people are different. They still have a closed mind. And if you don't like another race, stay away from them. Go live off somewhere by yourself because, happen to interact with other races is what it is in this multicultural country. And it's really sad that this happened. And it sounded premeditated. And then to have someone to try to help them escape, and that's just that's a coward act to me. You trying to help them escape after they've done this crime like this murder, you trying to help them escape. And the way I see it is you are a coward. You are definitely a coward to kill someone and then try to escape and have somebody to help you do it. And you know what? This is not the only incident actually in I'm gonna tell you it's not the only incident in you know incident where hate crimes. As a matter of fact, in San Diego, there are some hate crimes out there, and actually, I'm going to tell you that San Diego is struggling with racism as hate crimes rose in 2021. And so when we get to talk about these hate crimes, they're happening. And California is a place for hate crimes to take place. And when I lived in San Diego, California, there was hate crimes going on then. And that was years ago when I lived in San Diego. And I have relatives in San Diego and I pray for their safety, you know. because it is happening. So America's finest city is stepping up efforts to enforce hate crime statutes as the city sees an uptick in hate. And this is not, just made up. This is stuff that's been going on for years. And here we are, again, dealing with these hate crimes and, dealing with this kind of stuff. And it says right here that following the recent resignation um, of a Coronado City official, social media has lit up with reports of casual racism throughout the county. Last week, a U-Haul moving truck adorned with racist and extremist religious slogans drove freely around uptown neighborhoods. And they showed a picture of the truck driving freely around, you know. And county resident Jason Robus has been spotted speaking at another county board of supervisors, a board of supervisor meeting after making the national news in November 2021 for using racial epithets in public comments. And San Diego District Attorney Summer Stevens said her office received 300 race-related complaints in 2021 and prosecuted 30 official hate crime cases. And on March 4th, her office announced that they were prosecuting Roger Stefan Whitheft Jr. on hate crimes charges stemming from an incident last September where Mr. Whitheft allegedly verbally assaulted a traffic controller. You may know Roger Stephen Whitheft Jr. as the brother of Ashley Babbitt, who was shot and killed by Capitol Police on January 6, 2021, while trying to enter the Capitol building. This follows a state and nationwide trend. Okay, and I'm going to share something with you. There's bias motivation categories. So in 2018, race, ethnic ancestry, 596, 2019, 524, and 2020, 882. And then religion, 199, 208, and 188. So I'm reading 2018, 2019, and 2020. And then sexual orientation, 239, 235, 210, disability, 710, 5, gender, 473, and then gender identity, 2033, and then 59. So with the disability, it went down in 2020, but it was up in 2019. And then for the gender, it went down in 2020, but it was up in 2019. So as you can see, these numbers, actually religion, it went up in 2019 from 2018, but then it went down in 2020. And then the sexual orientation went down in 2020 to 210, and that was down from it being up in 2019 of 235. But the race, ethnicity, and ancestry is up from 2019, 524, all the way up to 882. But it had dropped in 2019 because in 2018 it was up to 500, it was 596. So you see that this is happening. This is just a breakdown of hate crime motivation across California. And this is from the United States Department of Justice, this nationwide trend. Now, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, 2020 saw a 32% jump in hate-based crimes in California. The mass majority of these revolving around race. California is home to the largest number of hate groups according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, which counts more than 72 identifiable groups. And when we look at and then they talk about the number of hate groups in the United States in 2020 by state. And in California, it is 72%. Florida is 60, like 3, I think it is. And then you have Texas, which is 54. So these are the 3 top states, man. And California is leading the pack as of 2020. And then it goes all the way down to, actually, if you go all the way down here, Wyoming, you don't even really see that in Wyoming. That's the bottom. And then you have going up, you have Alaska, North Dakota, Vermont, South Dakota, New Mexico, Kansas, Rhode Island, Delaware, and it just goes all the way up. But the 3 top I named. And so California State University, San Bernardino, they conducted a recent study and found that across the nation's largest cities, there was a 46% increase in hate crime. And then cities including San Diego have made it easier to report suspected incidents of hate in recent months and are vocally committed to rooting out such crimes. And so that's a good idea that they've made it easier for people, you know, to uh, support suspected, you know, hate crime incidents. And so that's good to know. But for us, California as a whole, they have to keep working towards, you know, trying to curb these hate crimes and find out where these hate groups reside at. Where are they? Where is, you know, because they continue to, you know, in these meetings, these white supremacist groups and these meetings continue to brew, you know, and to discuss how they're going to kill another black person. And it's really sad, or it may even be an Asian person that they you know that they do that too. But a lot of the hate crimes we do see happen to black people, and so therefore, you know, this has to be talked about. We need to keep talking about it because we have to tear down white supremacists. We have to look and see what is the motive behind it, what is the root of the problem, what keeps them motivated to do what they're doing. And so, with that being said, I will be leaving this information with you on this video. I'm going to add it to this video so that you all can go back and look at this information if you would like to do so. And let's get into the disclaimer. So, you know, the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, I want to thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and please leave your respectful comments below. And don't forget, if you want to, you know, support the channel, you may do so by, you know, hitting my Cash App. And don't forget to check out my Instagram channel on StandupBcounted. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to listen in. God bless you all.